Washington, House Democrats say it's not that easy. The Hyde Amendment was first adopted in 1976 in a bipartisan vote by lawmakers who opposed using taxpayer money for abortions. Named for its author, Republican Congressman Henry Hyde, the ban was a response to Roe v. Wade, which was decided 3 years earlier. Since then, it's been baked into spending bills that fund the Department of Health and Human Services. That bill includes major Democratic priorities, including more than $2 billion for Alzheimer's research and more than $3 billion to fight AIDS. And that is reality, as House Speaker Nancy Pelosi told an audience at an event in Washington this week.
I don't think it's good public policy, and I wish we never had it. But it is the law of the land right now, and I don't see that there's an opportunity to get rid of it with the current occupant of the White House and some in the United States Senate.
That is why leaders tamped down an effort by freshman Democrat Ayanna Pressley to strip the Hyde Amendment from this year's spending bill. House Progressive Caucus Chair Pramila Jayapal says she wishes Hyde didn't exist. She says the party is now overwhelmingly in favor of abortion rights, but spending bills need bipartisan support to avoid another government shutdown.
We are where we are. People don't want to throw that into an appropriations bill. It has to go to a Republican Senate and be signed by a Republican president.
Democrats in Congress acknowledge that presidential candidates have to take a stand. Biden was recently forced to come out against Hyde after abortion rights supporters, including other Democrats, attacked the former vice president for publicly backing the ban. And House Democratic Caucus Chairman Hakeem Jeffries says a lot of candidates running for president have faced the same dilemma.
I believe that every single candidate for president who served in either the House or the Senate, every single one of them voted for an appropriations bill that contains the Hyde Amendment.
That includes Harris, Biden, Warren, and nearly a dozen other candidates. In an interview this week with the NPR Politics podcast, Harris rejected that characterization.
Let's be clear, I've not voted for the Hyde Amendment. The Hyde Amendment is the law. And so it has been attached to other funding bills. And until we repeal it, which is what I'm in favor of, it will be attached to the federal government funding bills. That's the problem with the Hyde Amendment.
Sitting lawmakers like Harris will have to decide if they're willing to risk a shutdown fight over federal money for abortion when the spending bills come up for a vote later this year. Kelsey Snell, NPR News, The Capitol.
It's NPR News.
Support for NPR comes from member stations and from Ultimate Software, dedicated to putting people first with solutions for HR, payroll, and talent management. Learn more at ultimatesoftware.com. Ultimate Software, people first. And MD Anderson Cancer Center, where physicians treat all types of cancers with a team of nearly 21,000, all devoted to ending cancer and providing hope to patients. More at makingcancerhistory.com.
It's Morning Edition on WNYC. Good morning, I'm Richard Hayden. Stay tuned. Later on this morning on the next Brian Lehrer Show, New Yorker staff writer Masha Gessen talks about what it's like for LGBT couples in Russia in 2019. And she breaks down the show Chernobyl, what they got right and where they missed the mark. Plus, Congresswoman Mikey Sherrill on the latest news coming out of Washington. It's the Brian Lehrer Show that begins at 10 o'clock this morning. Right now, here's John Schaefer with today's Giggler.
Notice that small SUV has no lights on. Sorry. Ambiguous. Both small SUVs, inside and outside lane, have no lights on.
Her appearances on TV, including the reality TV series called The Freedom Queen of Facts. She's also collaborated with Beyonce several times. She can be hard to keep up with. So can her music.
Also, the car directly in front of me has no working brake light on the right-hand side. And I have to say, I think it's got a two-part tail light, and one of those is broken on the left-hand side. Car has New York plates, by the way, so the no mechanical inspection tag does not apply here.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm bouncing up and down.
Volvo SUV behind me has a headlight out. I think it's all smashed up, physically damaged. That does have a Jersey plate, so no mechanical inspection in New Jersey. Infinity just here on my right, no lights on. Very heavy traffic in eastbound. Car transporter stopped on the shoulder. No idea why. Passing me now on the left is the Volvo SUV with only one headlight. Speed is currently around 55, which is fine in this weather with this visibility and this heavy traffic, just for your information. The weight of the rain, it's not super tropical rain with very heavy fat raindrops, it's just sort of normal rain, but pretty dense, pretty heavy.
Ongoing legal battles over the citizenship question, and to provide more insight into exactly why the Trump administration wants to add this question.
Okay, so they're not being sought for the lawsuit, but it could affect the lawsuit. And I wonder if this helps explain a new development in the lawsuit, even though times...
So there was both construction machinery and a state trooper in the little median pull-off there.
Plaintiffs in the New York-based lawsuits that are led by the ACLU are saying that other documents that were recently disclosed, these were documents of a GOP...
Standing traffic eastbound.
Are evidence, they say, that the Trump administration allegedly was part of a cover-up. The real reason that they believe, the plaintiffs here, they believe that the reason for a citizenship question is to politically benefit Republicans and non-Hispanic white people in the next round of redistricting after the 2020 census. The Trump administration says that Thomas Hoffler did not play any role in the official request for a citizenship question, but the Democrats on the House Oversight Committee also want to get to the bottom of this, and they say that they want to bring more light to understanding exactly why this question was added, because there's so much concern about this question that it could harm the accuracy of the 2020 census.
So there are documents from this outsider saying that the purpose for such a plan would be to benefit Republicans specifically and non-Hispanic whites. That's documented. The question is whether people inside the administration embrace that view, and those are the documents that are at issue both for the lawsuit and for Congress.
No, there are a lot of documents at issue, but Congress is interested in internal emails within the Justice Department and also the Commerce Department, portions of which have already been released, but there are lots of redactions, and the question here is whether those redactions reveal any additional insight into whether or not the Trump administration, why it wants this question, if it really has anything to do with the Voting Rights Act.
NPR's Hansi Lowong, his reporting is always on the air here, unredacted. Hansi, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Walls. This is NPR News.
WNYC comes from What the Constitution Means to Me. This original play deconstructs the country's founding document and
I think that Honda is riding his brakes ahead, so I'm not braking at all, but I'm keeping a constant stopping distance with that Honda. Every now and then the brake lights come on for a long period of time, so they're just sort of resting their foot on the brake maybe.
Plus, a local new podcast called Discipline. It reveals how a murder investigation led to an upcoming Supreme Court decision that will determine the fate of nearly half the land in Oklahoma. I'm Allison Stewart. Don't miss all of it. We take it more fun than music policy.
It's Morning Edition on WNYC. I'm Richard Hook. A transgender woman died at Rikers Island earlier this month. 27-year-old Laineen Polanco had been incarcerated there since being arrested on misdemeanor assault charges. The Department of Corrections says she was found unconscious in her cell and that so far an investigation has found no sign of violence. Her family is not satisfied with that explanation, and activists say...
Again, I'm not on my brakes right now, but I'm maintaining distance with that Honda that was on its brakes for a few seconds there. Okay, SUV, right-hand lane, no lights on. SUV, left-hand lane, no lights on. Truck that just turned off has no high level brake light. I mean, it does have one, but it's broken. State Trooper eastbound, lights on. Okay, a Jeep just joined us from an on-ramp, no lights on. This section of road drains pretty well. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but the sort of wheel trap areas of the centre lane where I am, I can see the surface texture of the road, so there's not much standing water. Further back, there was actually a lot more standing water. Speed down to 50 now. 45. Hazard warning lights on, car in front. I'm surprised that they just didn't put their foot on the brake and ride it like they were before. Ooh. Somehow they don't want to be in the middle lane. I don't know why that is. White car, left lane, no lights on. The lady driving that white Honda was primping. I couldn't see what she was doing, but she was clearly manipulating her physical appearance while driving. The car directly in front of me is the Jeep from earlier with no lights on. Right, 20-foot shipping container, 1 TEU, which is the standard unit of shipping containers on large container ships. I'm intensifying my wipers. This stretch here is actually uphill and is steep enough to cause some heavy trucks to slow down. So it's a little unusual that we actually accelerated after that little segment previously where we were down to 45. We're now doing 60. Visibility is still bad here at the top of the hill. Mostly it's spray from all the other vehicles. amount of standing water down here on 287. Bucket truck stuck on the shoulder. No high level brake light on the Ford Explorer ahead of me. I mean, it's got one, but it's broken. Oh, and they don't have their lights on as well. Double whammy. Thanks, guys. Speed less than 40 here. This little section is very variable. It can be standing traffic for no real reason at any time early in commute time in the morning. So it's not surprising that we're down doing 40, rain or no rain. Ready for the perennial potholes here? There we go. Braking. I did not use my brakes yet on the entire descent down from the crest. All the way down the hill, all the way down the ramp, all the way around the curve. I did not use my brakes once. Standing water on the right here, flooding. Okay, now I'm braking for the first time since the crest of the hill. Bedminster Police just crossed ahead at the light. Honda Odyssey at the light kind of stopped sharply over the line once it was red and is surreptitiously trying to reverse back to the line, which is unusual really for New Jersey. I mean, mostly they would just drive on. Crossing reds late is a very New Jersey thing. Lots of standing water on the drive there. Drainage inversion here. Pretty sure all the manuals of road engineering advise one to not allow that to happen. spot and close to the building, which is nice. Okay, that drive only took me 25 minutes, which is of course a long time relative to 18 and a half or 19 minutes, but given the conditions, that's just fine.